Bitcoin mining and security. Bitcoin mining is essential to the functioning of the network. It plays a critical role in maintaining the security of the system, validating transactions, and ensuring that new Bitcoins are distributed fairly. In this video, we will explore what Bitcoin mining is, how it secures the Bitcoin network, the proof-of-work mechanism, the environmental debate surrounding mining, and the halving cycle that governs Bitcoin supply. What is Bitcoin mining? At its core, Bitcoin mining is the process by which new Bitcoin transactions are validated and added to the blockchain. It is a fundamental component of the Bitcoin network's decentralized structure, providing security and trust without the need for a central authority. The mining process, transaction verification. Miners validate Bitcoin transactions by confirming that they adhere to the network's rules. Each transaction includes data like the sender's and recipient's addresses, the amount of Bitcoin being sent, and a digital signature that proves the transaction is legitimate. Miners group these valid transactions into a block, which is added to the blockchain. Solving complex mathematical problems. The process of adding a new block to the blockchain involves solving a cryptographic puzzle. This puzzle is known as proof-of-work, POW, and requires miners to perform an immense amount of computational work. Miners use powerful computers to try and guess the correct solution to the puzzle, which is essentially finding a hash, a unique, fixed-length string of characters that meet specific conditions. Adding the block to the blockchain. Once a miner successfully solves the cryptographic puzzle, the new block is broadcast to the network. Other miners and nodes, computers running the Bitcoin software, verify the validity of the block, and once consensus is reached, the block is added to the blockchain. This update is permanent, and the block's data becomes part of Bitcoin's history. Reward for mining. The miner who successfully solves the puzzle and adds the block is rewarded with two things. Newly minted Bitcoin. This is the creation of new Bitcoin, which is a form of reward for contributing to the network. Transaction fees. Every transaction included in the block carries a fee, which is paid by the sender. This fee is also rewarded to the miner. Thus, Bitcoin mining serves two primary purposes. It validates and confirms transactions, ensuring that only legitimate transactions are added to the blockchain, and it is the process by which new Bitcoin is released into circulation. Proof of work. How mining secures Bitcoin. The proof of work, POW mechanism, is the core method by which Bitcoin ensures trust and security in a decentralized system. POW guarantees that adding a new block to the blockchain requires significant computational effort, making it prohibitively expensive for bad actors to attack the network or alter past transactions. How proof of work works. Cryptographic puzzle. The cryptographic puzzle that miners solve is essentially a guessing game. Miners compete to find a specific hash that meets certain criteria. The difficulty of this puzzle is adjusted approximately every 2 weeks, or every 2016 blocks, to ensure that a new block is added to the blockchain roughly every 10 minutes. Computational effort. To find the correct hash, miners use hashing algorithms, which are computationally intensive processes that involve testing many different values in search of the right one. Solving this puzzle requires enormous amounts of processing power and energy. Security through computational cost. Because solving the cryptographic puzzle requires a significant expenditure of computational resources and therefore electricity, tampering with the blockchain would be extremely costly. A malicious actor would need to control more than 50% of the network's computational power to alter the blockchain. a feat that is financially and practically infeasible. This makes Bitcoin extremely secure. Decentralized consensus. POW ensures that the Bitcoin network remains decentralized. No central entity controls the system, and no single person or organization has the ability to make changes to the blockchain unilaterally. Consensus is reached through the competition of miners, each of whom must expend energy to validate transactions and secure the network. The environmental debate. One of the most significant criticisms of Bitcoin mining is its energy consumption. Mining requires a huge amount of computational power, which in turn demands significant amounts of electricity. As Bitcoin's popularity has increased, so has the energy required to mine it, leading to concerns about its environmental impact. Why Bitcoin mining consumes so much energy? Proof of work. As described earlier, POW involves solving complex cryptographic puzzles that require substantial computational power. The more miners compete, the more electricity is needed to power the equipment that performs these calculations. High-powered equipment. Bitcoin miners use specialized machines known as ASICs, application-specific integrated circuits, to solve the cryptographic puzzles. These machines are designed specifically for mining Bitcoin and are highly efficient in their work. However, they also consume a lot of electricity to run. The other side of the debate: renewable energy and efficiency. Despite its high energy consumption, Bitcoin mining has the potential to drive positive changes in the energy sector. Use of renewable energy. Many Bitcoin mining operations are located in regions where electricity is cheap and abundant, and increasingly, these operations are turning to renewable energy sources. For example, some miners take advantage of excess energy from solar, wind, or hydroelectric power plants that would otherwise go to waste. Energy efficiency. Over time, Bitcoin mining has become more efficient, with miners constantly optimizing their processes to reduce electricity usage while maintaining profitability. The development of more energy-efficient mining hardware and the adoption of cleaner energy sources are mitigating some of the environmental concerns. Incentivizing green energy. As Bitcoin continues to grow, it incentivizes the development of more efficient and sustainable energy infrastructure. Mining operations that use renewable energy sources or energy that would otherwise be wasted, such as flare gas from oil rigs, are helping to foster innovations in the green energy sector. The halving cycle. One of the unique aspects of Bitcoin is its fixed supply. Unlike traditional fiat currencies, Bitcoin cannot be printed at will by a central bank. Instead, the rate at which new Bitcoins are created is governed by a process called the Bitcoin halving. How the halving works. The halving event. Every 210,000 blocks, or roughly every 4 years, the reward for mining a new block is cut in half. For example, when Bitcoin was first launched, miners received 50 BTC per block. After the first halving in 2012, this reward was reduced to 25 BTC, and it has continued to decrease over time. The effect on supply. The halving process reduces the rate at which new Bitcoins are introduced into circulation, contributing to Bitcoin's scarcity. This reduction in supply is important because it ensures that Bitcoin will never exceed its maximum supply of 21 million coins, making it resistant to inflation. Impact on price and demand. The halving event has historically led to increased demand for Bitcoin. As the supply of new Bitcoins decreases, if demand remains constant or increases, the price tends to rise. This has led to cyclical price surges following each halving event, contributing to the volatility that Bitcoin experiences. Future halvings. The final halving event will occur when 21 million Bitcoins have been mined. At this point, no new Bitcoins will be issued, and miners will rely solely on transaction fees as their source of income. This change will make Bitcoin's monetary policy even more predictable and scarce. Conclusion. Bitcoin mining is not just about creating new coins. It is the process by which the network is secured, transactions are validated, and consensus is reached in a decentralized manner. The proof-of-work mechanism ensures that the Bitcoin network is protected from attacks, while the halving cycle ensures that Bitcoin remains scarce and resistant to inflation. Despite concerns about its environmental impact, Bitcoin mining is increasingly powered by renewable energy, and its demand for energy has driven innovations in energy efficiency. Bitcoin's fixed supply and the halving cycle play a critical role in shaping its long-term value, making it a deflationary asset that attracts both investors and miners. In the next video, we will dive deeper into how Bitcoin can be used for everyday transactions and how it fits into the broader financial system. But first, it's essential to understand that Bitcoin mining is the key to keeping this groundbreaking network secure, sustainable, and fair. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and like for more knowledge about Bitcoin. Thank you for watching.